I don't know if it's much of a miss. It wasn't supposed to be good, but it was such a. No, I'm going to pivot and just something because we're coming on. No, I'm not going to do that one. And just for the folks at home, what you're thinking in my head, I was going to go with Michael Cole versus Lawler, but I'm just going to scratch that.
It's
I'm going to
awful.
go.
No, you should.
Yeah.
You should say.
I'm actually going to go with something because we are ending this. I don't think this is going to be during the month of Stingus. But this is following the month of Stingus, and we're coming off the retirement of one of the greatest athletes on the planet and one of the greatest pro wrestlers in the world. And I still think a missed opportunity. He should have won WrestleMania 31 Triple H over Sting.
Yes, thank you.
DX versus NWO, which was nonsensical. It was just the Triple H has the better entrance. They didn't know what to do with Sting's entrance with the kabukis. They tried to force everything all together and throw it all, and just really not even understanding Sting's impact and what he could have done and what he was at the time.
Yelling at him to take it in, Sting. This is what WrestleMania looks like.
So
Vince is yelling at him for that too.
Yes, just don't punish that man for
being great,
not seeing your way of business,
for being great, for never being with you. He became a legend for not being with you. Like that's the whole thing.
Yes.
Actually, that's a good one. I don't think anyone's going to disagree. So I'm going to start round 3, and I'm going to piggyback on you and continue the beating on Triple H. I'm going to go Triple H versus Randy Orton from WrestleMania 25. So Triple H is the goddamn world champion coming into that match. Orton was he went back to the punter like Orton, where he was just kicking people on the head again or whatever, and he kicked Stephanie, or he did the DDT on Stephanie on the rope and leading up to this, and then he kissed her like when
Legend Killer, right?
Yeah, well, this is after the Legend Killer, but he was doing it again, and and he kissed Stephanie when she was unconscious, and he handcuffed Triple H to the rope, so he had to watch, and I loved the lead up, so it was all great. So the main event was Orton's got to beat him, even though I know the classic formula is the good guy's got to win, right? But see, the thing is when Triple H is a good guy, we don't want Triple H to win because we knew at this point, this is WrestleMania 25. We knew he was kind of like a big deal backstage. We knew that he was married to Stephanie. We had known for years that he was married to Stephanie. So unfortunately, like the wrestling audience is super smart. So yes, in any regular storyline, a heel does that to you and makes you watch them kiss your wife while she's unconscious and he DDTs her and all that stuff. Yes, the face gets their comeuppance. Absolutely. However, with Triple H, you should fucking feel the temperature. So Triple H goes in there, they have their match, they never get out of first gear, the match is blah on top of it, and then Triple H just fucking beats him. And it was like, we go off the air with Triple H fucking holding the world title in the air, and everyone's like, what the fuck was the point in any of that, what we saw? Like, you're already over. Like, in other words, if it's a babyface you're trying to still establish, yes, you show the heel, attack their wife, do that, and then the babyface, like Cody Rhodes in today's wrestling, would get the revenge. I get the formula, but it just shit the bed because Triple H really thought, like, man, people are going to be fucking chanting my name. People are going to be, it's like, nope, like, you suck. And this sucked, and Orton should have won, and, you could have won the title later.
Imagine it was Triple H doing it to Randy's wife, and then the match went in that way, and Randy went over. It would have been night and day.
Yeah.
And maybe the answer to that is no. The pedigree, the sledgehammer, the fist, the pedigree, the 3, and the game beats Randy Orton.
And still the WWE champion, Triple H.
My God, what a battle! It was only fitting.
Yeah, so that's I want to continue the beating.
That's fantastic.
My offering for being around 3.
And if I can, Dave, I'm sorry to jump in, but if I can piggyback off that, and then simply, and I hope I don't take everything else off your list, but
if it's beating Triple H, keep going.
Yes, so I am actually going to piggyback off that and then say there are literally 6 other things with Triple H and Manias that are misfires, including, but I'm just gonna run by them, included but not limited to Triple H going over Booker T in WrestleMania 19.
Oh,
Triple
God.
H, Triple H becoming the first heel to walk out of Mania in WrestleMania 2000. Triple H over Lesnar in 29. Triple H going over Sting, we talked about. Triple H in the main event over Rock and Hogan in X8, over Jericho, which was a misfire, and Triple H over Sheamus in 27. So Triple H has an entire history of things that probably
WrestleMania moment. Yeah.
And so, yes, he might be the greatest booker on the planet and might be the most understanding fan or whatever. But believe me, and I've spent 4 years of this podcast reminding people that he is not your hero. He actually was very selfish. And
it's not even that, right? He's a heel. And so, Triple H should never try to make us buy him as a babyface ever. Because I don't believe it.
Ever.
I don't.
Yeah.
When you have the kind of clout and control over the industry,
your third offering is
you're a heel. You're a heel. It's like when Jeff Jarrett owns the company and has the title. He's the heel. We all know that. That's part of the story. Or if you're married to Stephanie, make it part of the process. You're a heel.
So you're
married to the boss's daughter.
Your third offering is like the grand finale of a firework. It's like a Triple H collage.
It's like
yeah. It just won't stop. I love it.
Because my hatred for Triple H, the history of this podcast it started super and I've been very nice.
And no one is faulting you, Craig. It's all warranted.
I've kept quiet. He's actually, I respect him. He has had health issues, and then he's being the fantastic savior of WWE.
Both can be right.
A moment like this with 7 different options from that dude in moments that he probably shouldn't have been in for his influence just is.
When we do part 2 next year, I'm gonna have to remind you that you blew your wad on round 3 of the first one. You cannot. Yeah. There's nothing left for you to shit on.
You can't go back. You can't go back.
All right, Dave, take us home.